From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, it's Walker Buehler. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Throws to first in time. And a quick out, number one. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. One out, bases empty. So now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That gets by him.
Batting third, second baseman Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan. And that one popped in the air, left field. Duran moving under this one. And that is foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Contreras, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2 to count.
Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Nolan Arenado. Left field, way back there. Stretches out and holds it in. Back in Boston, getting the nod on the mound, Eric Fetty. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
If
there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Right through there for a strike. That one to first. One up, one down. And here is Devers.
Batting second, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
One down, base is empty. Up and in, and that's ball two. Fetty, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Now it's 3-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Here's Alex Bregman. That one misses. 2-1. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now at Fenway. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Buehler fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
Off the mark there. And a count 2-1. That one ripped left field. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was setting off speed there.
Check swing. Tried to hold up. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. Here's a 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. And we're back here at Fenway Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now batting Tristan Casas. In for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Batting 5th.
Here's Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
And a bunt towards third. The throw to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Batting 6th.
And next for the Red
right
Sox,
fielder,
Wilyer Abreu.
Abreu.
And it is 2-1. That one pushed foul. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And that one cutting but missing down low. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Donovan. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here at Fenway. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd. Scoreless game. Here's a speed threat. Victor Scott.
Victor Scott.
Check swing. He held up. 2 balls and a strike. Right side. Abreu. Under it. Makes the grab. And there's 1 down. So up next, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Right-hander kick steals. Fights it off. You'll see another. Caught him looking for the K. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
Lars Nootbaar.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Duran sizes this one up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back inside Fenway Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the rookie second baseman, number 28. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Carlos Narvaez, the next to hit. Next offering is downstairs. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. And misses inside. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
I can't lose, ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. To the right side. He steps on the bag. And that quickly 2 away. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in
Leading
Boston,
the
on to the 4th, and now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit.
Brendan Donovan.
Bouncer to second. And that one handled. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now
Here's
batting
Nolan
third
Arenado.
baseman, Nolan Arenado.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. And foul as it bangs off the fence. And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Bottom four, and the
Leading
batter
off
now,
for
Jaron
the Red
Duran.
Sox,
Singing, you got to
left
appreciate a guy who's this good
fielder,
defensively.
Duran.
I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
Now
Raffy coming to the plate now.
Rafael Devers.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Now batting.
And now it's
third
Alex
baseman,
Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Leaps at the wall but can't haul it in. Into second, and he's got a double.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Bregman around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And a foul ball. Casas, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch, not close, up high.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And they'll do it again. To kick the 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting. The right
First
fielder,
and second,
Wilyer
2 outs.
Abreu.
And now here is Wilyer Abreu. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The other way. Not in time. He's safe.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busted down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
At the plate, number 28. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a dive for the tag, and he gets him. Nice save on the offline throw as he makes the tag inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Swing and a pop-up. Bregman makes the grab. 1 down. And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Buehler winds and fires. Swing and a foul out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Draws the walk there.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And a ground ball to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out. Back here in Boston, and here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's down.
And that's outside.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Foul tip, and he hangs on for strike 3. So they turn things over to the righty, Garrett Whitlock.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And strike 2.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Hit on the ground to short. Story. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And here is Lars Nootbaar. Just missed. That one missed. Red Sox by 2. And that one ripped to left. Durant makes the grab. 2 down. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Now batting.
Red Sox leading it by 2.
Contreras.
Swing and a ground ball. St. Louis goes down in order. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sonny Gray.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Rafael Devers up to hit.
Leadoff for the Red Sox.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox. This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. It's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Devers headed home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now a chance for Tristan Casas. Bregman aboard here at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. 1 out. Here's
Now
Trevor
batting,
Story now.
Shortstop.
This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That one is blasted. Left field towards the monster. Into the monster seats and gone. He circles the bases. It's 5-zip. New pitcher for the Cardinals,
Now
Chris
pitching for
Roycroft.
St. Louis.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. In the air, left field, down the line. Nootbaar to dead sprint. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. 2 outs, base is
Now
empty.
batting,
Now
number
it's the second
28.
baseman. Not
Two
even
balls,
close
1 strike.
there. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch. And that's the inning. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Bounce to the right side, and that goes foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
Here's
third
Nolan
baseman,
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That's a laser base hit.
Now batting,
Man at first
the
with one
designated
gone.
hitter,
Alec Burleson will hit next. Ground ball left side, could be two. Touches the bag for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the seventh, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez.
Carlos Narvaez.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Cedar Rafaela now at the plate. Way out front for strike two.
3-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball four, two aboard.
That one hurts right there, as they couldn't take care of the bottom of the order to start this inning. You turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
The 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. And that's downstairs. 2-2. Just misses with that one. First and second, no outs. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Rafael Devers up next for the Red Sox. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That's way outside, and that's ball two.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But is it?
Now this is in the air down the line. Walker sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Up next,
Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. Runners at the corners, one away. All Red Sox in this one. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox.
Tristan Casas.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Now batting.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Check swing called strike. That's strike two. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he
in
lived
the Hall
in your
of...
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
And that misses. And it's 2-1. There's a strike.
The count's full.
In the dirt, blocked. Herrera, the base runner at first with one out. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. And we're back. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And now 2 balls and a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump. And hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way. And this is what this guy does.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. On the ground, right side. Contreras takes it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And here is Wilyer Abreu.
That's ball 3.
The Red Sox up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the second baseman. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
That one to first, and that's a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
So first and second with 2 outs. Cedar Rafaela digs in now. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Way high.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Red Sox.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Garrett Crochet.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Lars
Leading off
Nootbaar
for
getting
St.
ready
Louis,
to hit.
left fielder Lars Nootbaar.
Next offering upstairs.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Ripped to short. Whips it to Casas. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now batting.
Here's Contreras
Wilson
now.
Contreras.
Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a
2
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
And that
Ball
one
3.
upstairs. Foul ball there. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
So it's their last
Second
chance in this one.
baseman,
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. And there's a foul ball. The Cardinals down to their final strike. And that one ripped into right. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.